Now Taylor going to throw again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action, it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play.
But trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he knocks it through. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick-6. Flushed out right, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the back.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go, Ohio!
And the wideout in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They go play action now. Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Colton Schmidt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Roethlisberger will throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And an alley to run. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go. Beat these two.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Vance Mayfield, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On play action, it's Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On second down, it's Bell. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The give is to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To throw is Dobbs. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Here we go!
They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
A give to Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Bell. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Flex round! Flex round!
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. After the interception, here's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy. At the 24-yard line. 3 yards to go on second down.
Flex round. Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Andre Holmes that time. And it's 3rd and short. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Bills on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Taylor. Open man is Holmes. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Flex round. Let's go.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
They go play action with Taylor. And Jones has it over the middle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards.
Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Brand 38.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Javon Hargrave. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
Come on, let's go.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. Here we go. What? None. Ohio.
Play action. Now Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now running right through it. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, But he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Dobbs now on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Dobbs is throwing. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Being chipped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bills on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll go again with Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Dobbs to throw. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. What? Nothing. Flex round. Check 50. Flex round.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try the right side with Bell. And some room to roam now. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
This is Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the eye. Here's Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, has it?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Here we go. White, nothing. White, nothing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 70 yards.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that's a wrap for